These are the 5 reasons why I am doing bioinformatics. These are the 5 reasons why I went for it. Reason number 1, I went for bioinformatics as a program at graduate level because I was looking into the trend, and the trend generally shows me that more and more things are going computerized, are going electronic. We're shifting away from the lab-based kind of analysis, and we're shifting slowly to a genomic level, computer-based in silico methods for analysis. Things like detection of organisms, or like when somebody is infected with a given organism or not, you can literally get the organism, sequence it, do a simple blast, and you'll be able to have a confirmatory test in there. Of course, there are limitations. For example, are that organism still viable? Are they still alive or they are not? And that is where wet lab still remains relevant. In that, wet lab can tell you whether those genes, those sequences you're finding there, are they from live organisms or they are from dead organisms? That is where the wet lab still plays, but it's still a pretty good thing. Things like cancer treatment, that offering you personalized medicine. So they try to predict, are you more likely to have cancer or not? That's bioinformatics in there. They get you whole genome sequences, and then you try to do a prediction model to look at the possibility of somebody getting infected with the cancer or not. You can read within the news. There are so many people, based on their genetic history and the rest, when they performed some of this whole genome sequencing, and then their possibility of getting cancer was modeled, they were able to take actions much earlier. We are more and more getting towards that other direction of doing genomic medicine. In fact, it's like a whole field coming up. Genomic medicine, personalized medicine, and all that category. I wanted to be within that trend. Like it really sounds an interesting trend, a nice thing. That was reason number 1, the trend. But reason number 2 was due to its uniqueness. Having a skill in bioinformatics in general, you have both the biological knowledge in combination with the computer knowledge. You're a biological programmer. You're not just another programmer, biological programmer. So you have this other unique set of a skill. You can be able to make design softwares in the biological world. You have the biological knowledge, you also have the other technical knowledge for the IT. Gone are the days that the biological people needed to collaborate with the IT people, then they work together to design something. Whereas it's still a good idea, but people are getting more and more busy. So sometimes you find your projects are being delayed because the other person is not yet responding. You cannot progress forward because the other one is also still busy. But with this one, you can be self-sustaining, right? Like you do basic things, of course. Of course, when you want to go big, you need to collaborate. That uniqueness was really something that I was also looking into. And that uniqueness means that I'm placed in a much more fair position. This is just theoretical speak, placed in a much more fair position. When opportunity meets preparation, I'm getting prepared. If opportunity comes around, I'm prepared to handle that. I wanted to be in that other unique position. Now, that uniqueness comes along with also a better pay, which brings me to reason number 3. Generally, if you search bioinformatics professionals or people within with the data science in general professional, combination of more than 2 skills, they are paid slightly more compared to the other colleagues of theirs who are wet lab professionals and others. Across, you can go on internet, try to look for the salary scale between the wet lab person versus the dry lab person. You are going to see a much difference. Bioinformatics people are in a much more better position up there. Yes, money, sometimes it's a driving force to whatever thing we do. Why not? That was also another reason why I joined bioinformatics, because of that. But I also love the idea of remote working, which brings me to reason number 4. Because if you learn this programming, computer kind of work, working on servers, collaborating online, you can work remotely. You can work from anywhere within the world. As a side hustle, I do things like data analysis for students, and I don't have to meet those clients. They just send me a telling, send me your data set in Excel, I analyze and then send me the output. I don't have to establish an office somewhere, establish, buy equipment. No, 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 no. It is just me, my head, and my laptop. We are good to go. Business fully ready, set, we're making money. That remoteness, that kind of flexibility, I loved it a lot. Because as I grow old, I may need to start up a family. I may need to really be appearing home much more and more possible, more and more frequently. I may want to retire much earlier. I may, like, the only things that tend to come into my mind. Or sometimes someone asked me that, what then happens if you're in a wet lab? What then happens in case your hand breaks or one of your thumb gets off, so you can no longer pipette? What happens? Your career ends there. Of course, that's not what we hope to do. But in my opinion, in this other line, I can be able to do so many things remotely, flexibility, and it's really something that I desire and look up to. But reason number 5 is that I really wanted to gain this new knowledge to help others, train others, teach others. Like what I am doing within the channel in here. I could not be able to know some of the things or teach or train someone if I do not have the basic information. Of course, I could have also done it online, but you know, most online programs are random patches of trainings here and there, and it's tends not to flow well. But while at school, things move systematically, and you're doing very many programs at the same time, so you end up having this broad knowledge. With that said, I love teaching, and I hope maybe to one time remain in academia. I'm hoping maybe remain in academia, train, lecture if possible, or have an online platform where people can do training from. So I needed to have that background and I needed to have that paper, because having that paper adds some credibility on you. Without the papers, even if you have the knowledge, some things you cannot do. You cannot win some of those. If you want a bigger contract, if you want a bigger project, if you want to take up a bigger role, even if you have the knowledge, papers may matter sometimes. I wanted to have that also pinned down. Those are the 5 reasons why I went for bioinformatics. What are your reasons why you want to join bioinformatics? Or if you're not thinking about it, do you think my reasons are okay? What reasons would make you go for a given course? Put in the comment section and see you next time.